Hello friends, this is Deepak and I'm here with none other than Sanjiv ji in his Fremont office. So as you guys already know, we have 4 offices, one here in Fremont, we have one in Sunnyvale, one we have in San Jose and Pleasanton. And you might be wondering why I'm telling you that. And I'm telling you that because this is a tax time. And many of you guys visit our offices all the time. Sometimes you're wondering if there's something closer to your home. So yes, now Sanjiv ji do visit those 4 locations. And I think probably till somewhere end of February, he's probably still available for consultation. So those of you guys who have questions, you can probably still set up that consultation appointment. But around March, that's when you get super busy. It's very hard to find time for actual consultation. He needs to focus on getting all your taxes done at that time. Yes. So if you have a situation going on, if there is a matter that requires really in-depth analysis, I strongly recommend that you set up your consultation appointment either this week or next week. Definitely get it done sometime in February. And by the way, that applies to all accountants, not just Sanjiv ji, because I have seen pretty much everybody gets busy because all the taxpayers are heading to their professionals and getting that stuff done. So that would be my advice number 1 for this year. And then we have Sanjiv ji here to give us a lot of advice. Now, Sanjiv ji, one of the things I have seen every year is around this time of the year, the tax scams starts to go up like crazy, right? Right. So tell us some of the things that people should watch out for, things that you might have heard from IRS or from our state, from California.
Yes, IRS is very, very vigilant in this area, and they keep reminding the taxpayers all those kind of scams which are out there. For example, I just want to give an example, an email which looks like says an email coming from the IRS with the same signature, with the same sign of IRS and a logo of IRS and everything on that email. It looks very genuine, and it asks you to click on a link, and that link gives you takes you somewhere which you don't know, and it asks you for social security number and also ask you for some kind of personal information. The reason for that email is saying that your refund is lying with us. We are looking for you. We are trying to connect with you so that you get your refund. The thing behind it is they want to get your social security number so that they can misuse that social security number. And people are so are ignorant. They can go click on this link and they give their personal information like social security number, date of birth, and everything. And hackers have got those information. So just be vigilant on that. IRS never ever connect to you via email. Never. That's where they have told several times. If any auditor or any person wants to connect with you, they have to give a call on your iPhone or on your
cell phone
or on your regular number, but they will never connect you via email. They will ask your permission, and I've seen that still they persist you that we have to connect with you via phone only. So any email coming from IRS asking for that information, you have to delete that one.
Just mark it as spam right away, so that way other people.
The second thing is from CPA offices. Now, I've seen that hackers are trying to use the CPA offices as a way to get information from the taxpayers. So if you get any email from any CPA asking for information or asking for details, just make sure you call back the office and make sure that the email sent is genuine before you send anything else. So that's also because email addresses, I'm not a technical person.
Yeah, they're very easy to, we call spoofing. They're very easy to change. All you have to do is just like pretty much you don't even have to be a super expert in technology. A simple person can actually do it. But they're also very easy to verify. If you have proper spam protection in place, those systems will identify that these are spam emails.
So spoofing is so important, just leave it. And lately I've found out about the text messages. So tax also is, the hackers have started using a text message. Again, the IRS never connect you through text, never. They can't send email, how can they connect via text? So any information coming from the text messages, or are you trying to click on any link on a text message, beware of that one, please don't do it.
Yeah, so as far as financials are concerned, like Sanjiv said, I think the best advice is to actually call the office to verify that they have indeed sent you that email or text message, whatever it is that you need to get done. And the second thing is that if you were not expecting that email, if you were not expecting that text, then it's probably spam anyway. So so the reason why this spam, by the way, works, if you think about it, is because it's a tax time. Everybody's in that mood, right? They know
they need to finalize the taxes. They just want to get it done,
right?
But they don't realize why in a hurry click on something which is not genuine.
Yeah, so be very careful with watching that out. You can, if you have any help with that, feel free to call our office. We can tell you. Obviously, we send very minimum emails, by the way. So only if it's very specific to your tax matter, you get an email. Otherwise, we usually don't. If we have like an upcoming event, we'll probably send that as an information to you. If you come to our office, maybe we'll send you some check-in forms to prepare you for it. But that's about it. We don't really send you a lot of.
So Deepak, a question to you.
Yes, sir.
Because you're a technical person. I'm not a technical person. Just a question. So sometimes an email come like a scam email come to me. What I do is, that's why I want to validate from you. So what I do generally is they say there's a website there. So instead of clicking on that website, I go to a second page, new page, and I click and see that website.
Correct.
Make sure it's genuine or not. Is it right or not?
Yeah, that's always a good idea to make sure. But sometimes that domain itself can actually have some malware in it.
Oh.
So even that is not a good idea.
See, there you go. So
Yeah. So the best thing to do, once again, this is a technical answer, is to right click on a link. So whatever link they're providing you, right click on it and copy that link and then open it in your notepad.
Oh, open in a notepad, okay.
Right? So you can actually take a look at the link. So typically what they would do is, most spammers, what they do is they use misspelled. For example, instead of sanjivcpa.com, they might use Sanjiv Gupta CPAfirm.com, for example. So it will look genuine, but it's not that website that you're expecting it
So we
from.
have to open it on a notepad, and do what?
You just take a look at the URL. Is that the correct URL?
Okay, you have to look at the URL.
Right.
So now let's say a lot of clients call me now sending emails from international areas. Like I just got an email from a person in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Okay. And it looks to me a genuine person looking for a CPA services.
Okay.
Okay. But my first feeling was, hey, it's coming from some area, so it's like it has to be a scam.
Right.
So I tried to see the company profile.
Correct.
And appeared to be a genuine company for
Correct.
several years.
Correct.
Just because he kind of wants to connect with me to have an office set up in the US.
Okay.
And wants to start accounting and everything.
Okay.
So I did my research.
Right.
I found it that it's a genuine company, and now he's my client. So it's really scary.
Yeah, and it had happened to me as well, by the way. I had a client, he sent me an email. He was a call center. Now, I service people like yourself. That's my core business. But he's a call center. He sends me an email thinking it's probably a fraud. I don't reply because call center is probably trying to look for call services, right? Then he sends me another email the next month. I still ignore, right? Then he sends me a text message, finds my number. I still ignore. After 3 months, getting so many messages from this guy, I eventually pick up the phone, right? And he tells me why our software is a perfect software for him, and he actually became one of our best clients.
That's client. So it depends. It depends. You might lose the good leads too, just because of the issue. Now we get a lot of calls on the from different numbers. Sometimes we don't pick up the calls because so many rings are coming now on the phone. You are so busy. You don't know whether it's a real call or a fake
call, right? Like some people are just trying to spam
so
this.
we might lose good business because of that. But hey, we have security is more important than losing.
That's correct. So your question is, how can you be? I think, like you said, first of all, what happens is when we are like, for example, in your business, you take security such a big priority that you watch out for everything, right? So what happens is when we take something very seriously, we also accidentally ignore genuine requests.
That's the problem,
right?
But we emphasis on more security, better security than
Yeah.
having